you hear me? Wait, oh god, the game started.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Alright, we have DT versus Blues! And what are we? Oh god, I'm so unprepared. It's a Diamond League. DT versus Blues, 2 tier 1 players. 2 of the OGs. We're on series, we have Glass, I'm Trout, casting with me is Lai. Whew. What do you think?
Woo! Okay, that was very fast, is my opinion about that. And what about the map? I see on lower left corner a lot of iron and water, nice percent. Any kind of disinfection, actually.
Yeah, I like expansives here.
And I think that's all I see in this map. That's, I mean,
below the colony too.
Further on the right side, we see water, iron, and stuff like that. But the combo tile looks more versatile.
I like below the colony more because you have access to silica.
That is fair. That is fair.
But I do expect 2 scientists. Sorry, 2 expansives.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to found.
Nobody wants robot either.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. Yeah.
Blues found first, gaining 1k advantage as founding first with the money, and DT found second, who gets the extra claim earlier in HQ2.
I like DTs more because this silicon is important. We see double starting price of electronics, and we see a glass colony.
Yeah, and then also that's very good for a long-term game because in series things are going to get diminished. So it's a very good idea to have some double tiles so that you get some adjacent bonuses out of it in the long term.
Okay, Blues wants to make a move into early farms. We can see that because it's making 3 water pumps and nobody actually wants 3 water pumps. This means it's instead going to get up some water for a while and then replace them with farms. Which is very reasonable, and he's grabbing a pretty distant aluminum. Meanwhile, DT has the adjacent one, and I think my volume is too high.
DT's base is sprawling out from the center, going 4 directions, getting iron and aluminum and steel and some extra tiles with food. Yeah. Both players getting into food at the same time, which is good, but Blues is a bit faster on that as the founder with money advantage.
They can both afford a power surge? Wait, DT cannot, Blues can.
Yes, that is a very big deal because this is going to happen.
Yeah, this is how you win 1 versus 1 games. These margins. DT just concedes here, right?
No, because DT did not finish 1 farm, so he
can afford another.
Scrapped the farm, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was not completed.
Yeah, you're right. He can afford more farms. Okay, so he can be competitive still. He has the water. What did he give up here? Aluminum, and he has aluminum sheet. This is fine actually. But Blue still managed to get a 10k lead.
Yes.
Yeah, just these early markets, like food is a great one, and coming up is power. Even though there's solar panels on the colony, these steel mines and stuff use a lot of power. So power is an emerging market, and glass is the emerging market. Food is the dying
This is indeed a great lead from Blues, but not crippling enough to decide the game at this point in time.
Blues gets HQ3 first, claims that silicon. So this is the reason I like DT's found. Guess Blues can also take them, but he has to pay 3 times as much shipping, which would be a fair amount of shipping.
Among his options there, this is a better silicon there.
What? Wait, why is this tile worth?
I think the players.
What am I missing?
I think the players are just pressing B button to buy time. But this does not seem like a great option to take.
Right?
But it is a tile, and it is a tile where you can put your power in it. So if you don't think,
I don't know. So my thinking is, I just talked about power being the emerging market. To utilize that, you need to have low debt. Isn't Blues just well set up to get power money in the next 2 minutes?
Yes, that would be a concern for DT. But if he can stop Blues from getting power money, it is a bit on the equalizing side. because you can actually produce power on the tile. Both nuclear plant and solar panels are a great choice in the remote tiles. So it is not too bad, especially when you had no power. But looks like they're not doing it for that purpose.
DT just get the whatchamacallit, the nuclear plant. I think pleasure domes might be a thing soon. And also a friend to this single nuclear plant would be great.
Yes. As soon as this power stabilizes, pleasure dome will be great. And a water shortage.
DT gets to buy on that. Actually, Blues is frozen on his water. He's... Yeah, he might need to transition out of farms right now. Yeah, he's doing it, and... into nuclears. Okay, reasonable. Probably won't make that power money. DT going into nuclear helped mitigate that. Oh, this is great for Blues though. We have a dome collapse, which is like a mini shortage on glass, and he has been in glass for quite a while now.
Glass is making good amount of money. It's being power shortage, power surge, but having 152 stockpile.
Yeah, exactly. DT overestimates these because he doesn't know about this stockpile, or he didn't. Well, actually, maybe still the best freeze. Yeah, probably still best freeze.
Yes.
What do you think about the pleasure dome? Is it not good?
It's good at this point. Yeah. Good. It is good now because the power is going down.
Oh yeah, that's true. It was not great earlier.
But it is not a cheap building. It costs a claim and costs 10k to build this.
Yeah. If DT didn't spend 32k on this tile, he would have power money right about now. Just want to point that out. Like this aluminum didn't do that much for him, did it? Maybe it wasn't bad. Food made a resurgence. Oh, okay. No, it didn't. So Blues went out of farms because of the water short, and then DT just puts all his money into food because he knows Blues doesn't have any. This is a great way to utilize your capital.
Yes. So when Blues finishes his farm, DT can sell it down, and it's not going to be as good as it is. But it still forces him to build these tiles.
Yeah, you're forced to stay in farms while your opponent has capital. And DT wins perpetual motion for 36k. I guess it's reasonable. It was not making
reasonable long term. Yeah. But while it is a good patent, 36k is a bit pricey, and also it means that you will be more cautious when you take on the following auctions.
Yeah. Blues buying up a power surge, but where do you even land that right now? Maybe wait for DT's new tiles, it just hit issue 4. DT wants to make more steel? More water? Oh, he goes for a water triangle actually.
Yeah. In series you will have to go to water triangle if you're going for these water deposits.
He seems to go into glass when his only silicon is the one he mutinied from Blues, which I find very interesting. It just feels like there's no long-term plan for this glass though.
But glass is so good, and if you want to upgrade, you need to buy this, and it's painful to do so.
Yeah, it's fair. With Chem being this cheap, I'm a little bit surprised I don't see a patent lab. I think DT really likes patents in 1 vs. 1s. And the thing you just described, the high power glass, can be mitigated using transparent aluminum.
Oh yeah, exactly. Maybe it would have been a better move to transition a good reactor into a patent lab and go to patent lab. Make some transparent aluminum.
Yeah.
And probably pick up nanotech as well.
The reactors are great. Oh, Blues goes for the HQ5. I thought... Okay, he had 100k, I guess DT can defend himself. But yeah, goes for the HQ5. And still double uranium. Still no pressure. Do you go for more silicon with the price of glass?
Yes, I think more silicon is a good choice.
This will diminish.
The colony is consuming 0.8
oh yeah
glass per second.
Glass, yeah.
So it will be it's a sustaining market right now.
Yeah. Instead, it goes for optimization center, which I guess makes sense too. And he gets frozen on his new little iron cluster, which I think is fine with. So yeah, I'm not sure about the double uranium. Maybe he wants to hack it? Uranium is not good enough to warrant 2 of them, is it?
Yeah.
Just mule some or something. Okay, extra claim.
I do not like double uranium either.
He plus wins this, he... like, that makes the uranium more okay somehow. Right, 36k, reasonable. This is last claim, probably for this game. This is last chance to get a pleasure dome at the colony. I think he really should. Meanwhile, DT grabs HQ5. Slightly behind Blue Blues, both in money and in tech now. Oh, he does go for the pleasure dome. Wonderful, wonderful. And DT... okay, he does go for his own silicon, even though it's fodder to ship. And goes to glass.
It feels like even though the offer prices are not that good, the owner market is going to die pretty soon because the colony is not consuming that much, only glass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fair amount away, I think. The power stores are getting more expensive, and they keep hitting each other on their steel production. You see, steel is quite pricey, but Blues is still just optimizing his glass, which makes sense. Glass has the longevity. DT hitting the silicon, which makes a lot of sense. Blues has not
spike in silicon price.
Yeah, he has
because
to.
of DT's volume.
He has to cancel the what do you call it? Replace the glass cans. Is there any way you mule, or is the 60-second cooldown just too long? Maybe you draw the pirates or something. Or mutiny, actually. Yeah, mutiny. Do what DT is doing. It's working great. Instead, we see a goon. Where did you place that? On the. Oh, on the pleasure dome, of course. Yeah. Pleasure dome earning 230 money and using a fair amount of power, and power is rising at this point.
Everyone is going for pattern lab. DT will build pattern lab first, so he will secure nanotechnology unless this goon pops and gets sabotaged.
Yeah. Blues wants instead virtual reality, which I think is reasonable. I think DT at this point, like his perpetual motion patterns, probably paid for itself by now.
Yeah.
He's going into a triple nuclear plant anyway, just to help pay off some of this stuff. Blues was always in a pair of nuclear plants, which is not quite covering his consumption. You need to unnerf these nuclear plants. They were so much better before when they did 1.5 each.
I think it's a good zone to have these nuclear plants. Like not good enough with double.
Yeah,
but too much.
That's fair. But this is a well-timed one. So DT gets perpetual motion, Blues gets energy vault. They're doing about the same thing, right? Yeah, both for saving about 2 power per second, and Blues got his for half the price of what DT paid for perpetual motion. Yeah, great patent. Now we can get by with these 2 nuclear plants, and let's see, how is he dealing with silicon? He did buy a mutiny, so he's prepared for a takeover, I guess.
There's one thing I have not noticed is that the silicon that DT is mining, that one is being mined from cave. I didn't see that. So they are both double tiles.
Yeah. So Blues, even though he has optimizations in glass, he still hasn't moved back in it after it was forced out. Instead now going into chems after getting something in steel and water. Water is actually quite pricey at this point. And pattern-wise, DT did pick up Nano, Blues did pick up Virtual Reality. But DT made his own pattern lab, and DT is actually ahead on money by like 10k right there. Wait, no, he's less stock. It's a very, very, very close race between these two. And DT wants to swing this, he wants to build a hacker array. This is how you get a significant advantage if you play this correctly. DT has a stockpile in almost everything except food and oxygen, so he's prepared for hacks. Blues is not as well prepared, he has nothing in the bottom 3 and nothing in carbon. So we'll see what DT chooses to hack. Looks like he wants to go for a glass shortage, okay. Blues has the optimizations though, but he would need to move into glass pretty soon. Oh, Blues also going for the hacker array.
Alright, double hacker array play. Blue's nose has spied on the DT's glass.
Oh, then he's
Hacker
gonna
array.
surplus it, I
He
guess?
can go for the counter hacks.
Yeah. Oh, and the mutiny lands on DT's carbon core, which makes a lot of sense. And teleportation from Blues. Not sure how much he was shipping before, but guess it's always on his pattern. Still not using his hacker array. There we go, he's shorting iron.
Shorting iron.
So he
The
did
hack
not,
is coming
like, he
in?
saw the glass hack but did nothing about it?
He might not be aware of it.
Yeah, I guess you have to actually look here too.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just to handle it with a power. Now we've definitely seen it. He doesn't want more glass shortage. And it was a nice timing too. 3 seconds away from finishing the next one. So you see, DT makes so much money from this. I think it's like a 50k money hack or something. When you have this much bought up.
Yeah. Very good value.
DT is now ahead in
Although
value.
one problem is that DT is not making glass. So this market that he created is and Blues can come in and produce them.
What's this auction about? I've never seen a pleasure dome between warehouses and a garage.
Well, looks like garage workers also want some pleasures.
That must be it. So see DT buying into himself, which I think signifies he thinks he has the long-term advantage. Not sure if that's true.
Well, he does have pattern advantage with non-attack and thinking machines.
Yeah, thinking machines is a
Not
lot
good
of value.
yet.
Yeah, not yet. Looking at Offworld, but let's see how this game turns out. Plus now surplusing carbon after shorting iron. There it comes. What does
Nobody.
DT do? DT got a stockpile of 122, so he has some counterplay here.
Optimization wise, they are about equal, though Blues has 2 or 3 more.
Yeah. Oh, maybe DT. Sorry, maybe Blues surplusing carbon because DT wants to short it. So yeah, Blues currently does not have any carbon income. The hack, sorry, the mutiny has ended. And he can't get any more claims. He should probably cook the books here.
Yeah, or Blues might want to buy some mules if there's not a good market to buy, because he does have no carbon next to him.
DT decides he wants to thinking machines to use. Starts the Offworld market, and looks like fuel will be a decent launch in this game. And yeah, Blues falling behind. Debt in money. See if we can make this food hack work. DT does not have any stockpile, but have a slight production. DT does not have Blues' hacker array spied. Wait, did he stop the hack? Yeah, okay, he stopped the hack with the power surge. Yeah, because his hacker actually looks like a very, very profitable glass kill. So he was attacked for that reason, I think. Or maybe DT has to tell that is a hacker.
He might know it.
Well, glass, I think Blues kind of dropped the ball on glass. Like, there was this advantage before and he got that super early optimization, but DT is the one who's making money in glass. Just from these mutinies on the elementary cores. I think that was really key. So I'm not sure if you keep this pleasure dome. Or if, is there any way would you just make another optimization center? Right?
Sorry, what did you say?
Is there any way the pleasure dome by the warehouses, do you replace it with an optimization center? This game seems to be going late.
I think I just keep them as pleasure domes.
Well, here's the much delayed food hack. DT still doesn't have a stockpile, even though I stockpile in most everything. And Blues has a stockpile of 450. So yeah, this will be a big swing for Blues, but he's solidly behind on the stock.
Yep.
So, does DT react? He sees it now, he buys like 10 at a time, very small amounts. Yeah, Blues doesn't buy more because he has so much. He might just sell after this. Oh, it causes DT to transition into farms. So as soon as this is finished, then that's when you sell for sure.
Double mutiny landing on water.
Yeah.
And Blues does not have enough water production to cover his costs.
Yeah, he does not.
He's in a very, very bad situation.
He can scrap these reactors, do one more optimization. But yeah, stock. Blues hasn't like spent the full money. Like he should have spent his money on stock. He is way too slow on that. Look at that price differential now. Price difference.
Yeah.
Blues also going into Offworld market much later than DT. Launches are currently profitable for 28k when launching fuel. Farms slightly more.
Yeah. With this base prices, like water is 130, silicon and like carbon is like almost 100. This makes the end products expensive as well.
Yeah. DT going for the water surplus.
It turns more like a serious game now.
DT going for a circuit overload, but Blue still has enough because he has 2 remote nuclear plants and energy vault. I guess that's a reasonable thing to do with those uranium tiles we talked about before.
Yeah.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
So there's the water surplus.
Blues has finished offer market, not running yet.
Yeah, but he's so far behind. He's like 300k behind. Yeah, I think the main things were the mutinies on the elemental cores, and then just DT being the first person to go into stock. It's very, very, very advantageous to be the first one to start a stockpile.
DT is mulling water.
The black market is online.
Yeah.
Even though these players are consuming tons of water because of the surplus water prices not going up.
I guess that's one downside of having like a water triangle. It's very, very easy to shut down. Although Blues will have to pay 60k for the next power surge, probably will not do so. Alright, that's it. DT takes it, and it was close. I say once your Blues had a lead in the early game, like very, very, very slight lead. Very, very slight lead. Then DT makes some better mid and late game decisions and takes the game. So that's 2 points for the Phoenixes?
Orange Phoenix.
Orange Phoenix.